Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Jordan, also known as Scraps, and today I'll be guiding you through this lurking around pad. A lot of it we use a lot of rack extensions in this tutorial, and a lot that comes with Reason 6.5 standard. So, I think I'll play this demonstration and then I'll show you how to make this intriguing pad. So take a listen. Oh, and I also forgot to adjust my audio driver. Excuse that. Okay, now have a listen. Now the wobbling in this that you start here throughout the phasing is actually created through this pulsar. So anyways, I thought I should get down to it. So I'm going to go to File, New, in my Reason, drag up my mixer, drag down my sequencer. Okay, so a lot of my tutorials I use right click a lot. So just in case you don't have a separate switch for your mouse, a right clicker, you can always hold down Control and left click to get this menu. So right from this menu, I'm going to go to my utilities and create a combinator. Inside this combinator, I'm going to go to Instruments, then choose Maelstrom Grain Table Synthesizer. So for the first part, what I'm actually going to do is tackle the modulation, then I'll tackle the oscillators, and then finally tackle the filters. So for our first part, our modulation, I'm going to turn up my shift to 12. And just in case you get 11 or 13, you can hold down shift to get fine tuning. So after this, what we're going to do is remove modulation A, modulation B, and we're just going to work with oscillator A. For oscillator A, we want to set this instead of wave sine, we actually want to use our ambient chord. So that can be found with synth ambient chord 1. With the ambient chord, I'm going to turn my motion all the way down to -64. And let's see, I will also set the index at 80. There, 80. Now, also going to turn down the attack, push up my decay all the way, and my release, bring that to about 53. So what's going to happen with our oscillator is that we'll slowly rise into this, and then it'll stay for much longer, and then the release will be not short but longer afterwards. Okay, so after that we've done this, we don't need to modify anything else. We need to right click or control click on our Maelstrom, choose Utilities, and choose Pulsar. Now Pulsar is a rack extension. If you do have them installed, I highly suggest getting Pulsar. It's free from the Propellerheads website. So I'm going to hit Tab to flip this over. I want to take the input from index and plug it into LFO1. I'm going to hit Tab to flip back around. I'm going to take it off tempo sync. And let's see, for the hertz amount, we'll change this to about 80. Now if you can't get 80, just hold shift to finally two things. I couldn't get 80 myself, so I'm going to choose 81. Now for the level, we want this to be about 56% and choose the phasing to be about 55 as well. Just like I get random numbers, I'm going to hold shift to get 55. Okay, now that we have this, I'm going to change this from a sine wave to a rising saw. It's waveform sawtooth. Anyways, after this, I want to go to my studio effects and create a line 6 bass amp, turn on the compressor. After this, I want to go to my studio effects and choose my M-class equalizer. I'm going to turn on low cut, 30 Hz, parameter 1, parameter 2, and high shelf. For parameter 1, we want to take this about 250 Hz, push the gain all the way down and the Q all the way up. For our second parameter, we're going to take this to 3.136 kHz, drop the gain down all the way, and push up the Q to 32. For a high shelf, we're going to take this about 4,630 kilohertz, push the gain to about let's make this about 4 decibels, and push the Q to 2. So after this, we're going to create a alligator. So right click on our M-class equalizer, go to creative effects and choose alligator. Now for this, what I actually did is loaded up a preset. So I'm gonna click on my browser in here and open browser. I'm going to choose, let's see, I'm gonna choose Gatorade, found right here, and this is found in the alligator patches inside of the Reason Factory sound bank. Now that I have Gatorade, I'm going to right click on the Gatorade, or alligator in this case, and choose Creative Effects Screen 4 Distortion. For the distortion type, we'll choose tape. For the amount, let's make this about 40. Turn P1 and P2 to 127 or all the way. We don't need to mess with the body or the cut, it's fine where it is. After this, I'm going to go to my Creative Effects and choose Pulverizer. I want to turn up the dirt to about 22 and turn the squash to about 38. After this, I'm going to create an M-class maximizer, take off limiter, choose release to auto, and turn soft clip amount on, but for the amount, we'll change it to 127. After this, we'll go to Studio Effects and create a line 6 bass amp, turn on the compressor, and have a listen. Now if you start to notice that the low end has kind of better ruffling, take down the dirt to about 11%. Take the squash, not quash, to 25%. And for the Scream 4, turn the damage control. Turn that to about 20. Now if we have a listen. It's a lot less muddy. So if you start to hear a little bit more muddiness, turn down the dirt, the squash, and the damage, and you should be fine. So thanks for having me today, and I'll check you guys out for another crazy tutorial on whatever it might be. Thanks guys, be sure to subscribe for more videos. They come out every single day, and usually it's on Reason or Ableton, or if you have a request, I'll look into it. And I usually do make a conscious effort to make those videos. So thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.